She-Bag got me.
Well, maybe a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. maybe a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Cousins now.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Yards that time on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
The Titans now at 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Listen to me.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisp. The ball.
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try and run the option left side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to
say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And one more time, that's Watkins. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's Willis.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't say it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Fourth down, Willis.
And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
And this one's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
2nd and 4.
He completes it to Ridley.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Gay's kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run wide side with Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go.
On 2nd and 1, Willis. This is caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set up. 70, Hawk 70. Bronco switch. Ready.
Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll They'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
19.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, here's Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score 17-7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Willis on third down.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
This time Willis will throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third down, it's Willis.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
14 more yards.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
On gain of 19 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on.
At the 42-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're going to look to throw.
Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Willis looking to throw it. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Willis to throw. This will go to Henry out wide.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
4th down, Willis.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Henry up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Play action, Willis.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. So this will be spotted up, and it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd and inches, Willis firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 149 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
70, 7 Pirates.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
Look at that game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
18 Cardinals.
On 2nd down and 4, Willis, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. Panther 11.
To throw, here's Willis. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Football, it's blocked. It's picked up alive, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's out right at the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for long.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's go now.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Willis, gotta have this one.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Back to throw, Willis.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Willis to throw.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Throwing, Willis.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
One final try here for Willis.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Colts,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.